The impact it had was it led Congress replacing the military draft with an all-volunteer force and reducing the voting age to 18, which also introduced restrictions on the president's ability to send American forces into combat without explicit congressional approval. Meanwhile, there were many Vietnam refugees helping to restore black. The outcome of World War II that contributed to the development of the Vietnam War was when Germany army attacked and defeated the French army like they were nothing. Eventually, Germans' ally, Japan, invaded Vietnam and territory and replaced the French as colonial masters, and then Vietnam became a Japanese-owned colony. John F. Kennedy was a world leader during the time he authorized the sending of an additional 500 Special Force troops and military advisors to assist the pro-Western government of South Vietnam. The reason why the communist command economies collapsed when going against free market economies was because central planners, or just the central government, weren't able to predict the national needs and efficiently and effectively as free market economy. Ho Chi Minh's resistance to colonial powers in Indochina led to the formation of the Marxist liberation movement, known as the Viet Minh. Many artists and poets also stepped in to hold resistance against involvement in war, using their creativity, popularity, and their careers to visually oppose the war. The effects of major new military technologies was that technology used during the Vietnam War was in the US using their helicopters for launching large troop insertion into the theater of operations. That allowed them to reach faster to areas that were used to be inaccessible by foot or vehicles. An example of a primary source can be something personal, written about something or someone personally interviewed, or words from oneself. For instance, a letter wrote by Ronald Reagan reads that he indeed did support the Vietnam War, but did not declare it. But also adding on the subject is information on why he wrote the letter and the reason for supporting the Vietnam War, which adds on itself as a secondary source.